How we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against Wigan Athletic, FA Cup, 4th round. And yeah, listen, I know the video is late, but I've had a very busy weekend. And listen, when you got 6 kids, it's a busy life. But listen, I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking, right, my mind's focusing on Wolves Wednesday and, Spurs next weekend. But I'd like, us to go on a bit of an FA Cup run. We couldn't ask for a better game at this moment in time. What we wouldn't have wanted would be, a massive game. If we were playing Manchester City, Liverpool, or someone like that right now, that would be the worst time. But we're playing a side that are 22nd in League One. They sit 3rd from bottom. They've lost their last 4 games. They played on Tuesday night. They lost. They conceded 6 last weekend. We should be able to rest absolutely everybody and still get the job done. Now, the last time we actually played Wigan in the FA Cup, it was at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-final, a game that we should have won comfortably and everybody thought we'd win comfortably. Oh, it didn't go comfortably at all, did it? But look, at the end of the day, like I said, we should be able to rest absolutely everybody. Yes, there's going to be players that are on the bench just in case, but everybody, and I mean everybody, gets a rest. And given the strength and depth of our squad at the moment, like at the end of the day, it's still going to be very strong. We need to be mindful as well with the fact that we've got a few injuries there. Martin Odegaard doesn't look like he's going to be involved because of another injury, which he picked up against Brentford. Mikel Moreno is out for the next 4 or 5 months, so his season's over. Kai Havertz is out for the next 3-4 weeks. So we've lost a load of players in kind of one area that kind of would have played in that central role, number 10. And, listen, Ezra's got to really step up. Okay, he's really got to step up because there's so many, question marks and so much talk about him and his performances, and wasn't getting opportunities after the mistake he made against Aston Villa where he let Matty Cash run off him and score. But he's got a big opportunity now. And like I said, we do need to focus on this game, but I am so, thinking about Wednesday because that is the most important. You beat Wolves, you go 7 points clear of Man City. And yes, they'll have a game in hand, but they will always be playing catch up. And it could be like that for a couple of months, right towards the end, because nobody knows when they're going to play their game, which has been obviously moved because of the Carabao Cup final as well. So, but we'll get into the, different scenarios and whatnot when we do the preview for that game. But like I said, I'd like to see a lot of change. Seeing from the training videos and whatnot, Max Dowman looks like he's back in full training and will probably be available. Now, given the fact that he has been out for a few months, I don't expect him to start the game, but this will be the perfect kind of game to bring him on with 20 odd minutes or so to go and get minutes in his legs. And with the situation with us at the moment, remember Ethan Nwaneri's out on loan. He could become very important at the business end of the season, which is where we are right now, the business end. So yeah, look, listen, let's not be a cup upset. Let's go and get the job done. We don't take any team lightly, but like I said, they're in League One. They're 22nd. That's 3rd from bottom. They're where they are for a reason because they're not a great side. and we should be able to go and get the job done. And also something that I've noticed over the course of the weekend and, seeing other FA Cup matches is the amount of rotation there is, even with the sides, lower down the leagues, because they're looking at their leagues and saying, well, this is our bread and butter. This is what's important to us. We need to go for promotion, or we need to make sure that we don't get relegated. So we need to save our best players for the game at the weekend because, we're playing Arsenal and we're not going to get nothing out of it anyway. So let's not risk those players. We save them. And that's what a lot of teams look like they're doing. So it'd be interesting to see what we can do and what they go with. And listen, like I said as well, we're at the Emirates. So we should be able to go and get the job done. So with that said, let's go and get into the lineup. And let's keep it very, very simple. In goal, Kepa. Straightforward. Don't even need to explain why. Right back, Ben White. Again, a very, very straightforward decision. Be nice to see him back playing. I think he should have had some more minutes of late because Jurriën Timber, he needs this rest big time because he looked knackered against Brentford. Right centre back, I'm going to go with Marley Salmon. Young lad, if you don't know about him, listen, he is quality and he's so highly thought of at Arsenal. William Saliba missed the game against Brentford because he was ill. He's back in training, but he ain't going to be playing in this one. For me, Marley Salmon will go there. And as I go through the team, you'll start to realise my thought process behind everything. Left centre-back, Christian Mosquera. Can play that role on the left of the two. Will be the senior player, which seems mad when you think that he's 21. That seems such a young age. But yeah, listen, I understand now why Valencia fans were so annoyed that Arsenal bought him for as little as they did. He's going to be an unbelievable player for us over the years. But that will be my centre-back pairing. Gabriel out of the side, rested, simple. Left back, I'm going to go with Ricardo Calafiori. Needs minutes, needs to get himself going again. And this will be the perfect opportunity. And I know you're probably sitting there looking at that back line as a whole and you're thinking, hold on, there's someone missing. We'll get to it. In the midfield, I'm going to go with Christian Norgard, a very straightforward one. On the right-hand side, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. Back from injury. Came on against Brentford, although he did nothing. But listen, we're going to need him big time. And this is the perfect opportunity to give him 45 minutes, whatever it needs to be, get minutes in his legs before the Wolves game and the Spurs game next Sunday. So that's why he starts this game for me. Get minutes in his legs. Very simple. Next to him, I'm going to go with Miles Lewis-Skelly. Can play either of those sides, 8 or the 10. And I might as well just say that Ezza's going to be next to him as well. So those two can rotate. It doesn't matter which side, but Miles Lewis-Skelly for me will play in there because I don't think we have any other options. You're not going to play Declan Rice. Can't play Declan Rice. Can't play Zubamendi. They both need a break. There's no Moreno, no Odegaard, no Wanyeri, no Kai Havertz. Jesus ain't going to play in the 10. Trossard ain't going to play in the 10. Martinelli ain't going to play in the 10. Madueke ain't going to play in the 10. Not even Max Dowman's going to play in the 10. He's a winger. It's very simple. This is the perfect opportunity to give Miles Lewis-Skelly a run in midfield. The reality is that unless we get another draw like this, if we get past Wigan, there ain't going to be many opportunities to try this. So it's the perfect opportunity to try it. That simple. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Martinelli. Obviously didn't start the game against Brentford, straightforward, simple, etc., etc. And then up front as the main striker, Gabriel Jesus. Again, a very straightforward one. You can have the likes of a Zubamendi, a Gabriel, even a Declan Rice, Madueke, Gyökeres. You can have all these players on the bench. It would be an absolutely ridiculous bench. But for a starting lineup against a side in League One that are third from bottom, that should be way more than enough. Way more than enough. That's what I'm going with anyway. So listen, there we go. That is it. Simple, really. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree or disagree with that lineup? Of course, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.